What if your body has already been warning you about your heart, but you ignored it because it felt too normal? Most people think heart problems start with sudden chest pain or a dramatic moment, but the truth is much quieter and far more dangerous. In many cases, the body gives small, easy-to-miss signals weeks or even months before something serious happens. And the most alarming part? People often dismiss these signs as just aging or just tiredness. Before we dive in, make sure to like this video and subscribe to the channel so you never miss our life-saving health updates. Also, let us know in the comments, which of these signs have you experienced so far? Now, don't panic. These signs do not always mean something serious is happening, but they are signals you should not ignore. Paying attention early can make a big difference. And while you're watching this, keep one thing in mind. Even if a symptom feels small, it's always a good idea to get it checked by a doctor for your safety and peace of mind. Because the first sign we're about to talk about is something most people experience, but almost no one takes seriously. Number 6. Unusual. Fatigue. Feeling tired is normal. Everyone gets tired. But this is different. This is the kind of fatigue that doesn't make sense. You wake up in the morning, and instead of feeling rested, your body already feels heavy. Simple tasks, like making your bed, walking to the kitchen, or doing light shopping, start to feel more exhausting than they used to. Not slightly harder, but noticeably harder. This kind of fatigue can happen when your heart is not pumping blood as efficiently as it should. Your muscles rely on oxygen-rich blood to work properly. When that supply becomes slightly reduced, your body has to work harder, even for basic activities. And that's when you start feeling drained without a clear reason. What makes this sign dangerous is how easily it can be ignored. Most seniors think, "I'm just getting older," or "maybe I didn't sleep well," and they move on. But when this feeling continues, when your energy keeps dropping without explanation, it may be your body signaling that something deeper needs attention. Another important detail: this fatigue often builds slowly. It doesn't hit all at once. It creeps in. One day you feel a little tired, then a little more, until normal life starts to feel like effort. And here's what many people don't realize. This type of tiredness doesn't improve much with rest. You can sit down, take a break, even sleep, and still feel low on energy. That's because the issue is not just physical activity, it's how your body is being supported from within. Now, this doesn't mean you should assume the worst, but it does mean you should listen carefully, because ignoring this sign is what leads many people to miss early warnings. And the next sign is even more visible, yet still overlooked by most people. Number 5. Swelling of feet and ankles. Now, this is a sign you can actually see, but most people still ignore it. Look at your feet for a moment. Do your shoes feel tighter than usual by the end of the day? Do your ankles look a little swollen, maybe leaving marks from your socks? At first, it may not seem serious. Many people think it's just from standing too long or sitting too much, and sometimes that's true. But when this swelling keeps coming back, or slowly gets worse, it may be a sign your heart is not moving blood as efficiently as it should. When the heart struggles to pump properly, blood can start to slow down and collect in the veins, especially in the lower parts of the body like the feet and ankles. This pressure can cause fluid to leak into the surrounding tissues. That's what creates that soft swelling you see or feel. What makes this tricky is how subtle it can be. It might start with just a slight puffiness. Then your shoes feel uncomfortable. Then by evening, your feet feel heavier than usual. Many people ignore it because it doesn't hurt. But that's exactly why it gets overlooked. Another important detail: this swelling often becomes more noticeable later in the day. After walking or sitting for hours, fluid builds up gradually. By night, your feet may look very different compared to the morning. Again, this does not always mean a serious condition. But if it keeps happening, it's something you should not ignore, because the next sign is not just something you see, it's something you feel, and it can catch you completely off guard. Number 4. Shortness of breath. Now imagine this. You're sitting comfortably, not doing anything heavy, and suddenly you feel like you need to take a deeper breath. Or you lie down to rest, and instead of relaxing, you feel slightly uncomfortable breathing flat. This is where things become more serious. Shortness of breath is one of the clearest signals that your body may not be getting enough oxygen support. When the heart becomes weaker, it may struggle to move blood effectively. This can sometimes lead to fluid building up in the lungs, making it harder to breathe normally. And here's the part most people don't expect. It doesn't always happen during exercise. Sometimes it shows up when you are resting. Sometimes it happens at night. Sometimes you wake up feeling like you need fresh air. Many people confuse this with simple tiredness or poor sleep. But when breathing starts to feel slightly harder without a clear reason, your body may be trying to tell you something important. Another sign to notice: activities that once felt easy may start to feel slightly difficult. Walking a short distance, climbing a few steps, even talking for longer periods may feel different than before. This change often happens gradually, which is why people adjust to it instead of questioning it. But your breathing should feel natural and effortless most of the time. If that changes, even slightly, it's worth paying attention. Because the next sign doesn't just stay in one place, it moves. And that's what makes it even more surprising. Number 3. Jaw, neck, or back pain. Not all heart-related discomfort stays in the chest. In many cases, it shows up in places people don't expect, like the jaw, the neck, or even the upper back. This kind of pain can feel dull, tight, or slightly uncomfortable rather than sharp. Some people describe it as pressure that comes and goes. Others feel it spread slowly from one area to another. Because it doesn't feel like the typical chest pain, it is often ignored or blamed on muscle strain, poor posture, or even sleeping in the wrong position. This is especially important for women. Heart-related discomfort in women is more likely to appear outside the chest area, which makes it easier to miss. A sore jaw after waking up, a tight neck during the day, or a constant ache in the upper back may not seem connected, but in some cases, they can be. Another detail to notice is timing. If this discomfort appears along with other signs, like unusual fatigue or shortness of breath, it becomes more important to pay attention. The body often sends more than one signal at the same time. This doesn't mean every ache is serious. Everyday life can cause similar feelings. But when pain feels unusual, keeps returning, or doesn't match your normal routine, it deserves attention. Listening early helps you stay aware of changes that might otherwise go unnoticed. Number 2. Cold sweats. Now think about this. You're sitting still, doing nothing physically demanding, and suddenly, you feel a wave of cold sweat. Not from heat, not from exercise, just out of nowhere. This kind of sweating feels different. Your skin may feel cool, slightly clammy, and uncomfortable. It can happen without warning, sometimes along with a sense of unease or light discomfort. Cold sweats can occur when the body is under sudden stress. In some situations, this stress can be linked to how the heart is functioning. When the body senses that something is not right internally, it may react quickly, even before you fully understand what's happening. What makes this sign easy to overlook is how quickly it can pass. It may last a few minutes, then disappear completely, and you move on as if nothing happened. But these short moments can still be important. If cold sweats appear repeatedly, or happen along with other signs like fatigue, breath changes, or discomfort in the upper body, it becomes something you should not ignore. Your body has a way of signaling stress before it becomes obvious. Paying attention to these small changes can help you stay one step ahead. And now, there is one final sign left. The one that directly involves how your heart feels. And it's often the most noticeable of all. Number 1. Irregular heartbeat is something many people notice but often ignore because it feels temporary or harmless. You may feel your heart fluttering, beating too fast, too slow, or like it briefly skips a beat. This sensation can come and go, sometimes lasting only a few seconds, which makes it easy to dismiss. However, when this feeling repeats or lasts longer than usual, it may be a sign that the heart's electrical signals are not working in a steady rhythm. A healthy heart usually beats in a consistent pattern, so when that rhythm changes without a clear reason, it deserves attention. Some people also notice this feeling along with mild discomfort, lightheadedness, or a sense that something feels off in the body. It does not always mean something serious, but it is not something to ignore either. Paying attention early can help you stay aware of changes before they become more serious. This video is for educational purposes only and is not a substitute for professional medical advice, diagnosis, or treatment. If you notice any of these signs or feel concerned about your health, it is always a good idea to consult a qualified healthcare professional for proper evaluation. Taking small symptoms seriously and acting early can make a meaningful difference in your overall well-being. If you found this information helpful, consider liking the video and subscribing for more simple and easy-to-understand health awareness content designed to keep you informed and prepared.